Well, hello there new, it's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK. Studio B has Adolf Apfelstrudel as the resident engineer. Adolf Apfelstrudel is a very sweet chap from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria, which is in Germany. He used to be a driver for the AA, but he developed a drink problem and joined Alcoholics Anonymous. So they used to refer to him as AA, AA, AA from BB. During the WAR, he was unfortunately terribly badly wounded, and as a result refuses steadfastly to appear in person on camera in case he frightens the kids. Just occasionally he will wave, but for the same reason he will only wave with his hand in a glove. In a minute or so I might ask him if he'll give you a wave. It's a big thrill. Unfortunately, during the same WAR, he learnt strict discipline and refuses me any more than a measly 12 digital megaburgers per broadcast. This means I'm unable to have time to give you my world famously forgettable rendition of Nessun Dorma. So I have two little tales for you today, but meanwhile we will see if we can't persuade Adolf to be a bit generous with himself today and give us a wave. It's not easy because he's very temperamental, you know. It's what happened in the WAR. Right, Adolf? Adolf? Oh, he's awake. He's awake. Adolf, any chance that you might give the audience a wave today? Any chance, do you think? Oh, it's a definite no-no. He's had a skinful, I think, and he's got to sleep it off. So, the two little tales today concern the church and relationships. And in the first tale, the Pope was considering one day with his cardinals how to improve relationships with the other religions. And they were discussing it, oh, day and night. Day and night. Oh, that'll be 10 o'clock. It's these oats, you know, they keep you regular as a clock. So the Pope says to the cardinals, I've got an idea, he said, I've received guidance. He said, what we'll do, he said, we'll have exchange visits. And some of our Catholic priests will go to the synagogues and join their worship and learn the ropes, and vice versa. So this was arranged and organised, although one or two cardinals were a bit dubious. And in a church in the south of Italy, this rabbi was visiting and trying to learn the ropes. So the priest says to him, we've got confession this afternoon, if you come and sit behind me so you can't be seen, you can listen in and see how it goes. So the rabbi sits behind the priest, and the first penitent comes in, first Catholic penitent of course, and says, very sorry, Father, it's a long time since I confessed, but in the past week I've committed adultery 3 times. So the priest says, well, that's sad to hear that, he said. Put $5 into the offertory box on your way out and say 10 Hail Marys. So away the penitent went, and in come the second one. Strangely enough, by coincidence, it was the same story. The woman said, 3 times, she said, I committed adultery in the past month, and it's such a long time since I came to confession. So the priest said, put $5 in the box on the way out and say 10 Hail Marys. So just before the third penitent came in, the priest said to the rabbi said to the priest, would you mind if I have a go now? So the priest said, why not? He said, we've got to learn how to do these things, according to the Pope. So the penitent comes in, and she starts recounting that she's not had confession for a while, and she said, Father, I've committed adultery 2 times, she said, twice. So the rabbi said, are you sure it was only twice? So she said, yes. He said, well, go away and do it the 3rd time. We've got a special offer on this week, $5 for 3. Thank you. In my second little tale, which is about relationships, a man and his wife had reached that stage in their marriage when things were not all that they should be. And so he goes to the rabbi and asks for advice. And the rabbi said, well, I don't really normally give this kind of advice. He said, but occasionally an affair can do the trick. Oh, that's good, I suggested, he said. So I said, thank you. What does he do? Being rather naive, he goes straight to his wife. He said, darling, I've had some good advice that an affair would be a good idea. Meaning himself, of course. At which point she said, oh, she said, I've done that 8 times and it's not made the slightest bit of difference. Thank you and good night, folks.